Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
For you today to discuss some exciting updates and some of our upcoming events. First and foremost, we would like to extend a special thank you to Ms. Lamb for being a judge for our dunk contest during the Melbourne Rally. Thank you. Your participation and support is greatly appreciated for everyone in ASB and everyone at the rally. I would like to talk about our Valentine's Spirit Week. ASB has planned a fun and creative week for the students. Monday's theme was Dress as Your Type, followed by Tuesday's Pink and White, hence the bright pink sweater. And tomorrow's Peace and Love, and Thursday's Eternal Darkness. It's kind of sad, but. And we're all pretty excited because this Spirit Week leads down to our February break, which is very needed for a lot of us. And additionally, I am proud to announce that some of our ASB students will be traveling to the California Association of Directors of Activities, or CADA, conference this summer. And this is a fantastic opportunity for our students to learn, grow, and network with other student leaders from around the state. This experience will help our students further develop their leadership skills and bring back new ideas to benefit our school community. I plan on attending. I think it's going to be really fun, so I'm excited for that. Furthermore, we will also be hosting a Solidarity Week during the week of Food Fair, and we will be focusing on promoting unity and respect within our school community. We believe that by working together, we can create a more inclusive and supportive environment for everyone. And of course, can't forget prom. Prom's coming up, and our prom committee is already working hard to plan a really fun night for our students to remember and for our seniors who are leaving us. And lastly, I would like to mention the various fundraisers our school will be hosting throughout the next few months. BSU, or Black Student Union, is having a fundraiser on the 20th of this month at Panda Express, and the YCHS sophomores are also having a fundraiser at Panda Express on Friday, March 3rd from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you guys should all go get Panda Express. These fundraisers will help us raise funds for events that initiates the benefit our school community. And in conclusion, thank you all once again for your time and for your commitment to our students and their education. I'm confident that this semester will be fun and exciting, and it will have lots of opportunities for our students, staff, and school community. And I look forward to making this a successful and memorable semester for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. There is a note from our student representative from River Valley High School, and he did share some things so we could keep in touch with what's going on in River Valley. Shared homecoming, Vegas in the Valley. Over 300 students attended this year's winter homecoming dance. There were plenty of prizes such as gift cards, headphones, etc. Yuba City versus River Valley's game. Oh, Yuba City versus River Games. Oh, I see. Okay. February 9th to February 10th was a success. Gym was almost completely filled for both games and was exciting to watch. The Have a Heart Run was a big success and had many of its top spots taken by River Valley's track and field team. FFA Spirit Week. This week is FFA Spirit Week. Monday, FFA Week. Tuesday, Farmer Day. Wednesday, America Day. Thursday, Animal Print Day. RVHS Valentine's Day celebration. RV celebrated Valentine's Day with a bang. There was a special red pink spirit day, a kissing booth with Hershey kisses, to be clear. A link fruit flower kissing booth, also Hershey kisses, to be clear. FFA sponsored games and a school-wide Valentine's Day trick-or-treat involving all of the staff as well. River Valley Car Club is hosting their first Cars and Coffee this Saturday at River Valley. There will be a car show, raffles, prizes, and food. Thank you, Eddie Jensen. And we're clapping for me. Moving forward to staff recognition, Mr. Reed.
Well, good evening to our Board of Trustees, staff, and audience members. the board has prioritized time on the agenda to recognize members of the district staff who have engaged in unique or extraordinary acts to educate today's students to succeed in tomorrow's world. And in so doing, personifying the YCUSD mission, which states our students and staff will be lifelong learners, creative problem solvers, and responsible, ethical, and respectful contributors in a global society. The board has prioritized this time each evening or each meeting because recognition shapes a culture of overall excellence by increasing productivity, promoting retention of top performers, and encouraging ongoing improvement. With that, I'd like to pass the lectern off to our two principals that are here this evening. And gentlemen, if you bring your person that you're celebrating this evening up with you, they're all yours.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Yuba-Sutter, and I'm the principal at Riverbend School. And joining us, or myself, with all of you is Tony Marefos. He is one of our PE teachers at Riverbend. He does middle school PE. Tony came to Riverbend School the second year that the school opened up, and he has seen the school grow. He's been doing 8th grade PE since about 2010. Many faces, many kids in our community have had him as their teacher. Along with being at Riverbend, he's been very active in coaching in Yuba City Unified School District. He's been with the football program at Yuba City, not only football, but also in golf. I've seen the sport for quite a few decades. And one of the things that really I appreciate about Tony, and that he's not shy about and he's open about with me is, and I'm going to go back a little bit. Every principal at a school needs a Tony Marefos at their school. Tony's one of those staff. Tony's one of those staff members. He's not afraid to come and talk to me, just upfront, open. If there's an issue, he'll call me if it's something on the weekend or late at night. He's straightforward. I'm straightforward back. He doesn't beat around the bush. And I think as a principal and as a leader as a school, you need that, and we need more of that. But, you know, he's probably one of the most popular teachers at our school. All you hear when he's going through the campus, various parts is, hey, Marefos, hey, Mr. Marefos, hey, Mr. Marefos. So, and you'll see him with that smile every day at work, showing the same energy back to the kids. So, Tony, thank you for what you do at Riverbend. And Riverbend wouldn't be the same without you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Can I get introduced? Perfect. Ready? Smile. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
And next staff person is Connie Lopez. So Connie Lopez has been with our school since about the third year Riverbend has opened up. And she's someone that I look up to because she has come up through the ranks. She started out at Riverbend School as a noon duty or yard duty campus supervisor. She did that for a number of years. And then she moved her way on up to being a full-time campus supervisor. And currently, Connie serves as our full-time 8-hour-a-day, of course, library tech in our library that serves 1,000 students. And she's doing a superb job. I do have one thing I'm probably going to need Mike's help on the discipline end with Connie. So we're having an issue with Connie. This is her biggest issue. We moved her from campus suit to inside the library, and I find her every now and then outside of the library, she's mingling with kids. She misses her kids so much that she still has a radio. So she's out and about. And so we have to say, Connie, back in the library, get the library tech now. And that's just, and when I say that this is true, and all that shows you is, or what it shows me is she's really connected to the kids. They miss seeing her out there. That's one of the most things that she shared with me is, I'm not around the kids as much anymore. So we're going to look at things and do things to attract more and more kids and have the library do some different things to have them come through. But yeah, again, every school needs a Connie. Every school needs a Connie. So just very, very glad to have you, and you're not allowed to go anywhere.
And thank you. Perfect. Smile. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Good evening, members of the board, cabinet, and all the guests here. I'm going to echo some of the things that Mr. Baines said. This is Angie Kitchen. She is our health aide. She's officially our health aide. She's our secretary. She's a yard duty. She's helps with Shady Creek. She did a majority of the COVID testing when we were doing all that. She is our jack of all trades. And like Jeevan said, she's that type of person that every school has to have. She's there anytime you need her, and it's not me having to come ask. She'll know what's coming up and she'll say, Brian, do you need me to come in earlier? Do you need me to stay late? She's just the type of person that wants to help out the Lincoln school community. Not only that, she is our resident travel agent. There are many times after school hours or sometimes before school hours, you'll find people sitting in the health office and they're going through, hey, you can get your best deal here. You know, look at this airline. And she is probably the city's resident expert on Disneyland. Okay. So if anybody is ever going to be going to Disneyland, call her at Lincoln School. She's going Monday with the whole family. So she is there 3 or 4 times a year, Club 33, you name it. She goes everywhere. But just when I started at Lincoln last year, one of the first people that I was able to meet, and she really filled me in on just the inner workings of Lincoln School, because as a lot of you know, I've been at a few different sites in my 27 years in the district. And every school has its own way of doing things. And she was one of the people that filled me in on a lot of things at Lincoln School. So it is my pleasure that you are awarding Angie with this recognition award. So congratulations.
We went to Disneyland. I went with her sister-in-law. And we had her on speed dial.
So you know what I'm talking about.
4 hours.
Thank you. Smile. Great picture. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much to all of our staff for many years of dedicated service. A lot of years. Any questions on the consent agenda? Or wait, sorry, no comments from the public part on the agenda. Any questions on the consent agenda? All right, I have a motion.
Second.
On a motion by member Dami and a second by member Lamb to approve the consent agenda. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? And member Pretty is absent. Moving on to action items. Give folks a second to shuffle out.
Thanks for coming, y'all.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.
You as well. New board member, thank you for your interest.
Oh, we love you. It's Valentine's. Get it?
You have to explain.
Some of the knuckleheads, so it's true.
12A. Second reading for proposed revisions to board policies, administrative regulations, and board bylaws.
Thank you. I bring forward for approval board policies that were brought forward for first read at the last meeting. And again, the index is in the board packet. Most of these result of new laws in law or ed code.
Are there any questions or anything? If there is no question, we have a motion to approve the recommended option policies as presented to the second reading.
Motion, we approve. I'll second.
On a motion by member Dami and a second by member Core to approve the policies as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Member Pretty is absent. All right.
Can I ask one? I mean, so a motion's already approved, but can I ask just one clarifying question? So where it says recommended action on the very last policy list, which Jen Kate's on there, Director of Student Engagement, is that necessary to include her? It's the foster care education for foster youth, AR 6178.1.
In some of the policies or the administrative regulations, we are required to actually list the individual who's responsible for that policy. So you'll notice in some of the policies, we might list the director of HR, the assistants with HR, so that is where why she says this.
So we wouldn't just leave it as like Director of Student Engagement. It has to be specific. Okay,
correct. So yeah, and that is what's unusual because normally things change. In some of these, they're the department that actually wants the actual review.
Gotcha. Thank you.
12B 2023 CSBA Delegate Assembly Election.
Yes. So previously, the board had agreed we took action and recommended that President Orozco be considered for the delegate representative. After going through the process, now he is the official candidate on the ballot, and so we need a motion for the board to recommend that we are recommending Orozco to be the representative for the delegate assembly.
So motion.
Okay.
I'll second the motion.
On the motion by member COCOla and a second by member Quilty. All those in favor? Any opposed? And member Pretty is absent. 12C approval of shade structures phase 2 contract.
So this is a continued work by Mark Button, our Director of Facilities and Maintenance. You've seen a lot of things come through on that area. This is we've in the middle of phase 1 right now, but this is phase 2. So we have a contract for that. We went out to bid. You see the bid tabulations, and we are going for the recommending that you approve the lowest bid to put those shade structures in. This will benefit Butte Vista Elementary, King Avenue, Yuba City High School, Park Avenue, and Riverbend. These are ESSER one-time funds that are being used to fund this project, and the goal is, of course, to benefit the students and have a long-lasting impact on the district. Mark Button has agreed to come here if you have any questions. We, of course, have talked about this a few times, but if you have some technical questions, get answered.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When is this expected to start and finish?
Well, I'm very glad. If the board wouldn't mind recognizes Mr. Mark Button, I'll defer to him.
Yeah, so by the time we get the orders lead time, it'll be this summer for looking at construction.
Okay, so that'll be during.
But that's these phase. We still have one more phase, which is phase 3.
Mm-hmm.
Phase 3 will carry into the fall winter.
Okay, so you're anticipating breaking ground in the summer, correct? And estimated completion time?
It'll be fun. It's gonna be pretty quick.
Okay.
The main thing, because by the time they get in and do the work, they're only looking at about 5 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
The main thing of the wait is really the lead time on the structure themselves.
Like getting the material.
Getting them to the sites.
Gotcha. Okay. And then in the contracts, is there any stipulation on time frame?
This one we do not have a created clause. We do not, we typically do, but this one, because the lead times, the supplies, it's so unpredictable. It's hard to maintain liquidated clauses when they can't get materials.
So liquidated cause would be damage, financial payments that don't lead on a certain time. Sometimes that, almost always that will increase the actual cost of the project and might also limit the number of bids you get.
Yeah, I think it's great that you guys are going through and doing this. The only I guess, concern I would have is how much time it actually ends up taking. But that's more related to like the play structures and things like that. I know that there was some holdups with getting supplies in, but it's just kind of unfortunate that
it still is an issue out there. That's all. And with play structures, what related things is actually what matters, what parents. Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have a question as well, because it seems like item number 3, time for completion, states that it's 200 consecutive days.
Correct.
So there's a
time frame, but what happens is, since there's no liquidated damages, that really gets adjusted. Well, it gets it to a change order to allow longer time or shorter time, but primarily because of the being kids twice, it's hard to hold the contractor accountable if they can't get the shade structures.
Right. But then there's also a sentence in there about not approving an early completion schedule.
Yeah, we allow early completion schedules.
But not in the language in the contract.
I have looked at that. But it's just difficult to accelerate it because of limitations.
No doubt. I'm just looking at the contract. So that was my question.
Yeah, it says the district shall not approve an early completion schedule by the contractor.
But then
I read the whole thing.
Then there is liquidated damages for number 5. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I might have had a moment where I just went somewhere else, but I thought you said that there wasn't liquidated damages.
Amount set, but that's the thing.
So I see.
We typically put in a liquidated damages of $500 per day or $1,000 per day.
Right.
That's what I'm referring to as the amount set for the good damage.
Thank you.
So do we need that statement for number 3 in the contract, where it says that they cannot complete early?
We could review our contracts and we can go through. I don't know if that's going to impact this specific project, but going forward, we can definitely do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think this is a great use of dollars for one-time expenses, and it definitely is great to have a space that's a little more sheltered from the sun or elements for outdoor instructions and outdoor eating, as we've seen with public health guidance. So I think it's great. Are there any other questions? Are we ready for a motion for approval?
I make a motion we approve it.
Second.
A motion by member Copy and a second by member Sciola. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And member Pretty is absent. Moving forward to board reports, committee report. You want to do the liaison?
Sure. I can start. So we had a government liaison meeting, and present were an individual, Mr. Bloomgarden from City Council, Mr. Baines from supervisors. And so we had an opportunity to talk about kind of what's happening within the area. They reported that there's new firefighters. They were able to hire 4 new firefighters. So this will restore Sutter Station. The Sutter Library is closed due to staffing, but the Yuba City location and the Live Oak location continue to remain open. They are going to be, they're interested in, I guess, starting the speech contest again. That'll happen around May 11th, and had asked the district to get the word out, and they'll be providing us with pamphlets or some sort of flyer. There's a regional safety plan grant that has to do with blue zones, and that has to do with safe walking corridors. One of the things that was brought up was the accident that happened at AK, and just kind of looking at making the pathway to and from school even safer than what it currently is. And so it was a very positive discussion, and they'll take it back and see what they can do. And I guess they also encourage the community to reach out to their city councilmen or their supervisors if there's any concerns that they're seeing when it comes to kids crossing roadways or just the path home, to reach out and really advocate, because there is funding. They just need to know. And then the They also talked about supply chain issues with regards to the park that's over there by Walmart. One of the things that the city councilman had said was he's really excited about the job shadow opportunity with River Valley High School students in the area of engineering, really hoping to get kids interested in that field, but also more importantly, come back to the community and know that there are opportunities with that type of education to come back. They're going to have also a future council meeting at the high school for the 100th anniversary. And then they're finalizing Berry School water line. So they're expecting that to start 2023, fall of 2023. And talked about some housing that might be coming up. And then our mayor is Wade Kirchner and vice mayor is Sean Harris this round.
They did talk a little bit about the housing, 20 units senior citizen complex going in North Bay, and they are working to try and secure a project in key location. They talked about the Walton widening, which they hope to have done by summer of 24, which is widening Walton to 4 lanes all the way to Lincoln. That stops Franklin currently. And that'll include a stoplight at Cherry with a protected left turn lane and light. They did discuss desire when we were talking about fire, their staffing issues and hiring, is that they'd really like to see Yuba College give preference to local students for fire, since there's no preference given whatsoever. So it's because they want to work with the schools to help people stay in the community that they grew up in and serve it. So that was something they mentioned. We talked about the Have a Heart for Kids coming up. It obviously has already happened. I saw in the paper today that it raised more than $25,000, and their goal was $20,000. So that's awesome. Yeah.
Did you? They said they were widening the road from Franklin.
The Walton, so all the way to Lincoln, since the 4 lane ends at Franklin essentially, so they're gonna make it 4 lanes all the way through.
And then a stoplight at Cherry.
Yeah.
I have one more. Well, I don't know if this will go here, but it'll go later. But I attended the Twin Rivers Charter board meeting. That would be appropriate time to discuss that. So it was actually very nice to be able to attend. It's nice to see that they had students there. They had staff members as well, but they also start much earlier, and it's a self-contained place instead of it being a separate school. They stated that they had a student leadership challenge where middle school had to answer 30,000 math questions. And the kids figured it out how many they needed to answer within a day in order to get a day in the park and pizza. Their enrollment at the end of January was 472. Their ADA was 96.64%. They are opening up, maybe I shouldn't say this, but they are opening up, there's some select opportunities for kids to enter in different grades. That'll open up on March, actually, excuse me, I think it ends on the 6th of March. And then they do have a lottery system that'll start on the 28th of February and go until March 9th. And there are a few positions for each grade. Anywhere from 1 to 10. For TK, they have 40 positions, but if anybody's interested in that, they are a platinum school in PBIS. They talked about some math testing and how they're doing 2 different types of tests. And I have that documentation as well. They recognize some employees for certificated employee of the year, classified employee of the year. They talked about their calendar. It does align to ours, hiring, and really they talked a great deal about the need for a new printer or copier. So that was a nice discussion that they had in turn. That's about it.
And other committee meetings, right?
Yeah.
All right. Written communications from the public, we have none, correct? All right. Comment from employee representative, rock, paper, scissors.
Good evening, board, staff, and community members that might be out there on Zoom. I'm Mercedes Geraldo, and I represent our classified employees here at Yuba-Sutter Unified. I apologize for not being at the last board meeting, but I was in San Diego at a training, so it was a nice 3-day training. Prior to that, some of our unit members attended the Sutter County Superintendent of Schools meeting where they were voting on the charter school, which they denied. So we felt like our voice was heard when we voiced our concerns from the audience and trade back there. So I guess the next step, they go to the state, and have they filed? I don't know. But so at least it died at another level here in town. As you probably all read, Mr. Reed's notice that we did TA and has signed off on our contract. We're not done. We're still supporting our teachers and their our certificated staff in getting the best contract we can. So, but in the meantime, our folks with the diversity of the wages and that sort of thing just really, really needed us to settle for. So we did that for them. We have 5 paras going to the para conference in April, which I'm really pleased that we supported that. It seems like it's really hard to get people that want to go away for 2 or 3 days to learn. But we did find some, and I think that's great. I'm really proud that we've got some new people going and a couple veteran conference goers to kind of show them the ropes, but I think there'll be lots of learning happening there. I congratulate all of our employees that were recognized tonight. And I'm going to call out one more that wasn't recognized tonight, but at Yuba-Sutter High School, we have a para, Christina Monroy, who makes sure that we have some kind of staff gathering at least once a semester, right? In the fall, we do, the chili cook-off. And then in the spring, she just got done doing the Super Bowl Sunday party, or the Super Bowl party, which it started out being everybody brings soup, but this time it was just kind of like that potluck. Unfortunately, I was not there, but I heard it was a great success. I'm never there for the good stuff. You were talking about widening, that the city is planning on widening Walton, and I think that's awesome. I think that stoplight there is really important. We have traffic issues around our schools, and Gray Avenue is a big traffic issue right now with a 4-lane highway with no protected light, just those little flashing lights that nobody pays attention to. So as a school board, if you can reach out and help with, PD or the city to make it safer for our kids crossing the streets there and throughout our neighborhoods. This is the only town I know of that doesn't have any speed bumps on any of the roads that I know. And if you know one that I don't know about, please let me know. But I think that's something that we all need to be advocating for to our city and county leaders, because that's the safety of our children. Our children are out there playing, they're walking to school, and these cars are just speeding by with no regard to what the law is, or, stopping at stop signs or anything like that. So maybe if we had some speed bumps in some of these neighborhoods, especially around the schools, it might make a difference. And I think that's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna do something I swore I'd never do, is reply to Mercedes. I'm not arguing with her, or I just mean reply to the labor representative. It's not a reply, it has to do with this. Jasmine did bring up the speed bump, so I want to give her credit for that, advocating for that. The pushback was that firefighters and emergency services don't like speed bumps. So then I asked the firefighters, and they said that wasn't true. So I appreciate your advocacy. Maybe we can work together, because I do think there are some places we could definitely use some speed bumps.
I agree.
Well, we're this old
and it's interesting how no other emergency services in any other city that has these has that problem.
Good evening. I'm Dean Lucas, President of the City Teachers Association. Good evening, board members, staff, and anybody else who's out there. First of all, my comments got slightly modified. I do appreciate all of your work with regards to looking at traffic patterns and how to protect our student safety. The accident at AK is quite frankly terrifying, and we need to do better by our kids. So thank you. And then I'd like to keep it short and tell you happy Valentine's Day. I hope you all get to go home and enjoy this day. I know it's always a busy day in schools, as students have certain expectations of what the day is going to look like. A lot of pink and Valentines and fun things going on at K-5. And then at the high school level, sometimes it's a lot of drama. But we all got through Valentine's Day, so here we are. Tomorrow, we will be meeting with the district in negotiations. So we hope to make progress towards a settlement that allows the district to attract and retain, get great educators, teachers, nurses, school psychologists, speech and language pathologists, and counselors for our students. Vacancies currently exist in the district in all of those areas. So Yuba City needs to be poised to compete in a tough labor market. But tonight, I'd like to focus on another retirement that you've accepted this evening, Pam Novak. I can't tell you enough about Pam. Pam is an art teacher at Yuba City High School. Has been an art teacher at Yuba City High School as long as I've been there. In addition to being an amazing art teacher, Pam is an outstanding advocate for the arts, for promoting arts in our community and promoting arts for our students. Pam's been behind art shows at the Sutter Theater, student art shows at the community museum. In addition to that, Pam has served as a mentor for many years for many of our new teachers. Yuba City Unified has a strong mentor program supporting new teachers, and Pam has been a strong mentor for new teachers in our profession, and therefore has left a mark on our community that extends beyond the arts, but even beyond her days, as many teachers have benefited from her work. So I thank Pam for her dedication to the students and staff of Yuba City Unified. It's going to be a big hole at Yuba City High School to lose Pam as an art teacher. And then finally, I'd like to thank the organizers of Have a Heart for Kids. I know Jen Cates plays a big role in that effort, and I appreciate all of the work that is done to raise money on behalf of our students. But I'd also like to recognize Janet Ari, who plays another role in that and is on the board. Janet Ari began teaching at Yuba City Unified in 1990 and continues to show her dedication to our community. So I thank all of those who organized Have a Heart for Kids. I know that our schools did a lot to engage in a friendly competition to see who could get the most folks out there. I understand that Barry won with more than 100. We did our best. Well, no, we could have done better. We had 29. Oh, yeah. And I missed it. Sorry. I did register, had a little thing, but I was in Las Vegas seeing my grandson and my granddaughter who'll be arriving during our week off. So thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to comments from board members.
I always do. We had an opportunity, Doreen and I, to attend an award ceremony last Thursday at Yuba City High School. It was awesome. The turnout, over 500 students were recognized for their academic achievement. And then once that was done, her and I went to Yuba City versus River Valley, and acting as a non-board member right now, I'm very, very happy that my alma mater won.
She's very loud.
I was not loud.
And she should be.
You haven't heard me at the football game. If you think
yeah, that's what I told her. Sorry, tangent. But also when it comes to Have a Heart for Kids, thank you to Wanda. I was not able to attend an obligation where I signed up to volunteer on Friday, and I appreciate you being able to take over my time. I did get an opportunity to volunteer on the day of the run, and like Mrs. Lucan said, it is a well-oiled machine, and how they're able to get volunteers, how they're able to get people out and get people involved. This was my first year participating and supporting, and it's definitely something that I would love to continue on with. And then the other thing that I wanted to highlight was playgrounds. So I work at AK, and AK got this fantastic play structure, actually quite a few play structures in one. And yesterday was the first day the kids were able to come out and see it, and they didn't get to, it was the first day that there wasn't a chain link fence all the way around. And so after the breakfast, I was like, as long as you guys promise me you're going to stand on the sidewalk, we'll go take a tour. And then they're like, can we play in this class? So all morning they were like, did you ask the principal? Did you ask the principal? And then when they got a chance to go out there, I went out with them the first recess, and they run up to me. They're like, thank you so much, Miss Jasmine. And I was like, you're welcome, but tell Mr. Rocco or whoever else. It wasn't me. But I will say they are fantastic. And the amount of, like, you guys would be probably surprised or not. Whereas before you kind of had a 50-50 of like kids playing on the blacktop or the grass and then on the play structure. Now it's like 99% on the play structures, and maybe the other 2 are in between the grass and the playground and the tetherball. But I think it's a positive change that we did, and money well spent. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I'll go ahead. Kirsten and I have attended a tour at a couple schools. Most recent last Friday was Lincoln and Riverbend High School. Enjoyed going out, meeting, greeting some of the folks there, see what's going on campus. Look forward to more tours in your future.
That's right. The next one again, special thanks to Superintendent Sumi for setting that up for us. And our next one, should anyone wish to attend, on March 3rd will be at King Avenue and April Lane, 9 and 10:30 respectively. So they've been excellent opportunities to meet and greet and walk around and see with our own eyes what again what's not just facilities but people, and can't do that enough. Got great people. It's wonderful. So thank you again for that opportunity, and for everyone long suffering enough to walk through with me.
Thank you. King Avenue's got some great things going on. I mean, we've all got some great things going on. Like King Avenue, I was able to visit last school year, so it's fresher in my memory, and I really enjoyed that. So I hope you enjoy it too. Any other comments? Any comments from the superintendent?
Yes, so I do want to thank the board for their support for the Have a Heart for Kids event. Not only your monetary donation, but your support through your volunteer to the event. So it was much appreciated. I think they had over 750 people by the end of it all.
Like 767.
Yeah, and Barry did win with 151 students, and Tara Wayne was in close second with 130 something. So there was a competition going on. Also just want to thank the board for your involvement in just visiting schools, but also the activities that are going on, from athletic activities to the musical performances. I know that the sites and the staff appreciate your visibility and your participation. I mean, Av is going to be, and you're going to have to help me with the date, but we are going to have our first graduating class of our early college program. So these seniors will be graduating not only with their high school diploma, but also an AA from Yuba College. So when is that date? May 26th. So we'll make sure that you get that information so you can attend. Also, Yuba City High School, it is their 100th anniversary, and so they are planning some celebrations. So Principal Olson is planning something special for graduation. I don't know what it is yet, but it is the 100th anniversary. So that's just on me.
Thank you.
Special for Islam.
And there's something I wanted to share too that I slipped my mind. Sorry, I've been dealing with 9-year-olds on Valentine's Day, so it's a little scrambled right here. We're all figured out. Some fifth grade teachers from Yuba-Sutter did invite me to visit them at Shady Creek last week. I think they really just wanted me to bring them chocolate. But I got to visit while I brought them chocolate, and it was great seeing our fifth graders back at Shady Creek and having an awesome time, just being themselves. And I got to attend a class, and they're learning in the outdoors about the outdoors and the raptors. I think they were seeing the raptors. And some of the staff were sharing it's the best year yet, that they've been there the most organized. And I know it's our first time back there in 3 years. So that was just super cool to see all the kids there. I wanted to share that. I appreciate the work of everyone at Shady Creek and all the staff here, because there's a lot of legwork to get ready for it. And emotionally and physically recover after it. Sometimes I know 24 hours is a long day, and that's what they do when they're out there sometimes. So, honestly, thank you. Well, our next board meeting will be February 28th, 2023. Open session will begin at 7 p.m. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So a motion. Second.
On a motion by member Ciociola and a second by member Dami. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Please, none.
Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com. Skip's Marysville Music Cafe, with lessons, in person and personalized. Instruments including guitars and amps, horns, strings for instruments, and a myriad of music and sound equipment. Skip's Marysville Music Cafe.